Okay, I'm leaving. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, thank God we live.
I'll take you all with me. I'm that crappy guy on the Titanic. Hi, everybody, and welcome along to Rise of the Forsaken. This is our 6th episode, and we are playing Chapter 5, A Mother's Heart, joined by a full gang again this evening. I have James, Eilish, Emma, Fiona, Kat here, and we hope those of you who are watching along in chat, give us a shout out. I hope you're doing well. Hope you have had a lovely weekend, a lovely Sunday. It's gonna be
We're here to ruin it.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a session. Boy. So, if you're out there, say hello in chat. I would love to hear from you. And other than that, and just a quick prompt to check out the latest episode of Romancing the Dungeon, Kyle Me Maybe, where we get a teeny tiny little glimmer at the backstory of James's character Kyle Adoris. So would love if you haven't had a chance to listen to that yet, I would love if you check it out. It's available on basically all podcast platforms. And with anything, is there anything else? Is there anything else we have to get out of here?
You've got new art.
Yeah, Umbra has new art.
No, you have new art.
Oh, I have new art. Yes, I do. I also have.
It's in the
There-
thing.
I'm absolutely. I'm gorgeous. I love it.
Yes.
To be fair, that was the inspiration for it was the kind of that kick up the arse I needed to be extra spicy for today's session.
And level us all up.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Hope springs eternal, huh?
Yes, just like death and TPK.
Can I point out that I commissioned that for you, Declan? So that means Nora will not die.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. I got my bribe in early, guys.
And sorry, Fiona, can you name drop the artist because it's Flynn?
Oh yeah, it's Flynn from if they're at Red and Flynn on Twitter, they write an amazing webcomic that I always call Shiloh, but it's pronounced Shiloh. That's on Webtoon. And Flynn is the artist, and I commissioned Declan's lovely portrait from her.
It's gorgeous. I like literally, yeah. You've even got the eyebrow down there. The eyebrow thing that I do. Okay, we're picking this up. And the 5 of you had retreated further into the cave in the quarry, having been surrounded by the scourge, the ooze that seemed to reanimate corpses or attempt to become corpse-like, and having retreated further and backwards through a narrow passageway, you found yourselves standing in front of 2 large black stone doors. In front of it lay the huge remains of a body, and it wasn't until you had a chance to adjust, to catch your breath, and take a look that you identified the remains as that of a giant, Bolgir, the giant to be exact, though the remains are heavily decomposed. And we left it with Nulra because Nulra, you had scooped up Regimond, putting Regimond down, Regimond turning just to see scratched on the into the stone floor the words "not without you," and then seeing and recognizing the remains of Bolgir. The ooze, the monstrous creatures from beyond the passageway had begun to slither down towards you, and then stopped as the remains of Bolgir started to animate. Everybody give me initiative checks.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ. Asshole.
Oh, okay. Nora at disadvantage. That's body language.
13.
I got 18.
15. I got
Also
5.
15.
Okay.
I got a better 15.
Oh, okay. So automatically, I'm just gonna make Regiment first. Just because of that. Thanks. Sorry. Nora, you had an 18, was it?
Yeah.
And Diara 13.
Mhm.
Okay.
Emma, this has really helped me narrow down where my last spell slot of healing is going to go, so thank you.
And Mooney was 5, and Nora. Okay, yeah, Nora, you turned. Redmond kind of moving forward a little bit, and they're lying across the threshold of these shut doors. You see the remains of Bulgir, and then they slowly, you just see the one of the arms just move forward, and there's a scraping sound as its fingers scratch into the ground, and it begins to push itself up. I rolled its initiative, by the way, with disadvantage.
Is it obvious that Regiment has seen him
Yes,
and
yeah,
recognizes him?
you've all kind of, well, like one eye on the passageway and the ooze behind you, another eye on Bulgir. You're all kind of, you're effectively trapped between both of them. So you've all seen Bulgir.
And does he seem overtly aggressive, Declan, or no?
It hasn't done anything yet. It's just simply getting up.
Okay,
But it is a rotting corpse.
I'm going to put a hand on Regiment's shoulder and say, it's him, Regiment, but it's not him anymore. And just ready yourself, okay? And I'm not actually going to attack or do anything now. I'm just going to ready an attack that if he approaches myself and Regiment, I'll go for him then.
Okay, you're holding.
Yeah.
Regiment.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of drop to his knees, and the kind of silent tears falling. He seems like he wants to speak, but there's just nothing coming out. He's just kind of aghast, and not even hearing what Nora said at all. He won't even ready an action. He'll just skip his go.
Okay. Umbra.
Given the slowness it's or the length of time it's taking for him to get up, Nora or Umbra is going to run to the door closest to him and start shoving on it, and is going to shout to the others, somebody try the other one. We got to get out. We got to go now.
So the doors are, you're passing the giant to get to the doors.
Is there room to skirt around him without incurring an attack?
Well, at this stage, it's only beginning to get up. So I'm not even going to say it's fully aware of you. So you can give me a strength check. You can add your athletics to that if you wish.
That makes no difference, but thank you.
Yeah.
But it's a nat 20,
gift.
so it's fine.
Oh, okay. You shove on the door. It feels like it's going to open. And as you push harder, you feel the cold stone against your hands. And as you push, there's a crack in the door, just where where the frame meet, and you can just see inside a tree. And then the door slams shut. Overhead, Nolra, Mooney, Diara, and Regiment, you can see just over the archway of the door some runes glow. You don't recognize the sigils or glyphs as a language you can speak.
They only glowed when Umbra opened the door?
Pushed against it, yes.
Okay. And have they disappeared again?
The glow is fading.
So as it starts to snap shut, Umbra just kind of shouts out to the rest, okay, Reggie, Nora, I'm gonna need one of you, maybe both.
Are you taking any bonus action over?
Nope.
Okay. Diara.
So which door did Umbra go to?
The doors. There's only it's two.
Oh, it's like double doors.
Double doors. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, she's just gonna run over here and ask for help, even though she knows he called for the other stronger of the siblings.
Okay.
But yeah, she's just gonna like warily skirt around the giant and throw her shoulder into the door.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Again, you can add your athletics to it.
Don't mind if I do. It's a nat one.
Oh no!
Oh no, do you
Dyer
have
brains
do you
herself
have
on the door.
inspiration?
It's push, not pull. Damn it.
Diara, you press on the door, and then your head is spinning. There, you hear horses screaming. There's the cracking of leather and wood, and you feel as if your whole body is being torn and slammed against everything. And you see the night sky, and you can feel the cold. And there's snow falling, and everything is getting dark. And you're cold, and you're alone. Bulger's turn.
Ooh.
Okay. With his other hand, as he's pushing himself up, he takes a full swipe at you, Umbra. Does a 12 hit?
Oh my god, no.
Okay. He as he lifts up his left arm, he's putting all the weight kind of onto that. And as he takes a swing, he kind of goes to grab, and you feel his grip just wisp past as he went to grab onto your cloak and yank, and you manage to press yourself against the door as you see Diara crumble to her hands and knees, just shaking and shivering. She has gone deathly pale. Mooney.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh fuck, what are we gonna do? She's gonna remember Umbra calling out to try the other door that he's away from. Is there any way that Mooney can use her movement to maneuver around Bulgir to get to the door without an opportunity attack?
So it is just a double door. So
It's just a double door.
There
Oh,
isn't-
so it's
there isn't
one.
two separate doors. There's just it's a double door. So there's two
Oh,
doors effectively. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Then
And
she's
Diara and Umbra are there.
okay, and she can get to the double door without provoking an opportunity attack.
Not at this
No.
point.
Oh my god.
You can feel Brassica. He is shaking in the satchel.
Oh no. She's going to hug the satchel really, really, really tight. She's going to reach in and grab her book, her little book if she can, and she's going to flick to one page that has a story about three little pigs. And she's going to read the spell that's been scribbled into the margin, blood print style, and she's going to cast grease around the feet of Bulgir.
Okay.
One of Declan's favorite spells.
I love the spell.
They need to make a dexterity save of 14.
Okay. Bear with me, and I'll get up his monstrous stats.
I'm hoping he's slow.
17.
Oh fuck.
Oh, boo.
But as you basically as you reach for the page, without even having to read it, you instinctively know where it is. It's not just that it's your book. It's not that there's a connection with it. As you reach down and you take the book, you feel Brassica's paw just kind of touch on your hand. and he looks like he's touching your hand, trying to get your attention as you throw out your right hand. Nolra, Redmond, you just see a wave or spray of grease just burst from Mooney's hand, and Bulgir's body is coated in it. And as he gets up, he kind of slips, but he steadies himself onto his feet.
I also misinterpreted the rules, but it doesn't matter because he made that save. He only needs to make those saves at the start of his turns, I think.
Okay. So we'll count that as the start of his next turn.
Good
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. Nolra.
So where is he now in relation to me and Redmond?
He is now, if there's 15 feet between ye and the door from where you are in the mouth of the cave, or here in the cave, he is 10 feet. He's now half stood up, and he's crouched down. There's a chunk of rock from the roof of the cave that's just sticking into his back and forcing him down a little bit. But he seems to have turned himself to face Dayara and Umbra. He hasn't noticed he's in sprayed grease.
Okay, well, Nola's going to be thinking that she doesn't obviously want to attack Redmond's friend in front of him, but she recognizes him as a threat, and she realizes that Umbra needs myself and Redmond as the two strongest to push open the door. So she is going to, I assume, Redmond, are you still like just kneeling at my feet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much,
okay. And she would have noticed that he didn't respond to her at all. So Nola's going to pick Redmond up and attempt to get to the doors. Obviously, that's my action. So if he does attempt to attack us, I'm just going to try and...
You can move unless you're taking disengage.
I know, but it's my action not picking Redmond up.
Okay. So you want to bring Redmond towards the danger. Okay.
Well, I want to get to the door. I want to get to the door.
Look at him.
Okay.
Look at him.
So love him.
I'm taking my picking up of Redmond as the use an object.
Yes,
choice.
Redmond, you are the object of this. Okay.
You are my object, Redmond.
Okay.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
And you want to get to the door. Okay.
Yeah.
So Bulgir is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, but can I don't know if that would work or if I'm allowed, but obviously Nora would try and put herself between him and Redmond.
I get you.
If that makes sense.
Okay. 14 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm going
Nora.
to use Stone's Endurance to reduce that.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
As
79. Ooh,
You weren't
I
still
reduced by
raging,
9.
were you?
I wasn't. Well, I was raging since we came from the room. I don't know if that still counts if
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
time has passed.
Does that
Would
have
it
the
still
damage?
count? Yes, it halves the damage. It only lasts for a minute though, Declan. So I don't know if that would be fair to say it still lasts from last time.
I would
Well-
say it would, yeah.
Thanks, Redmond.
Sorry.
No. It is Christmas.
No.
So no, it doesn't. No. Okay. We'll be nice.
Okay.
So effectively, what happens at this point, Nolra, is as you grab Redmond and you barrel towards the door, you see Mooney have her hand still outstretched, one hand in the bag. You can see Dayara rocking back and forth on the ground, and Umbra just trying to shove the door. You saw him narrowly avoid getting pulverized. You grab Redmond, and all you hear is Umbra's words. You charge past Bulgir, or try to, when the giant swings back around. And just as his hand connects, you just see it's torn. It's been clawed to pieces. It's you can see parts of the bone that have chipped away. The flesh is gray and decayed. And just as it connects, you bring yourself down, like just barreled over Redmond, and you feel energy just course through you as you just as Stone's endurance takes over, and you brace, and it's as if the giant has just slammed the wall of the cave. You aren't sent back, you aren't sent flying, but the energy that courses through you causes the rage to dissipate.
Okay. Well, I when I rolled for Stone's endurance, it was 9, so I take
Okay.
nothing
Okay,
this time around.
this time around. Redmond.
round.
Sorry, bonus action, Nolra.
Bonus action. I'm just so. Am I at the door now?
Yes, you are. Yeah,
Okay.
you've got you and Redmond to the door.
Okay. No, I'm just going to put Regiment in between again, myself and Bulger, and I'm going to ready myself on my next go to push the door open.
Okay, Redmond.
So you've let me down, have you? Like, is
Yeah.
it dropped you?
Don't you fucking run back there.
So you've let me down, huh?
Story of my life.
Who let my mom in here?
Yeah, Regiment's going to go over to Nilra and try to take her away from the door, and just keep pulling at her and be like, he's not going to say anything. He's just going to take you away from the door.
Okay.
You're going to try and pull me away. I will.
both-
I will.
Yeah,
With-
both
Yeah, I
of you
know.
make
I know.
Strength saving throws, please.
That is an 18 for me.
That's a 7.
Nolra, as you move to try and push the door, you feel like something has snagged you, and as you turn back, you just see that Redmond has gripped your right arm with both his hands, and there's something you recognize something in his expression. This is like what Regiment was like when he first came to the Red Orchard. This was just the way he looks. It's not a vacant expression. It's just there's something distant in his eyes as he grabs your hand and he attempts to pull you back and pull you away from the door.
Can I grab him by the shoulder and just look him directly in the eyes and say, Regiment, we need to go. We need to get out of here. And we need to get the others out too.
Would trying to drag her away be my action?
Yeah, because you've interacted with her, so you did try to grab her and pull her away. You can take a bonus action.
You used me as an object.
Yes.
Like I did you.
Yeah, I'd like to go for an unarmed strike, but I don't know if two-weapon fighting covers that.
Do you know what? Since it's Christmas,
Since it's Christmas, Nulra can't rage anymore, but like Regiment can go whole hog on I know who your best friends are.
He's just gonna frustratedly sort of just be pounding at her, probably her belly at his height, just kind of more out of just anger as he doesn't want to leave kind of situation.
Okay.
So does a 9 hit?
No.
No.
Yeah, but Nulra, Regiment is just kind of wailing on you, both his fists. He's hitting you, but he's not hurting you.
Yeah.
Umbra, you see both. You see Regiment and Nulra have made it to the door, but Regiment is in a state, and he's now attacking Nulra.
Yeah, that's no good, huh? Umbra's turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. With everyone kind of gathering around, he just like there's a very obvious like split between a couple of priorities. So he leans down and hauls Diara up. Is she like conscious? Is she?
Yeah, she's conscious. She's just like she's kind of like Regiment. In that sense of she's here, but she's not present.
Sad pals.
Okay. Reaches down, hauls her up, like throws her arm over his shoulder, and shouts out to Mooney, "Come on, Moo, you got to get over here. We got to go." And like visibly sweating pouring from at this
She
point.
doesn't weigh that much.
And Helena's voice, no. And then with his free hand is going to attempt to kind of intervene between Regmund and Nora, but in doing so is going to lay his palm on her stomach where Regmund is punching essentially and cast guidance on her. And he's like, one big push, that's all it's going to take. And that's his turn.
Okay. Nulra, you hear Umbra tell you what to do, and as he puts a hand on you, you feel just this energy coursing through you, as if his order has kind of made you more steadfast or resolute in what you're going to do. Diara, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck me. So, I mean, sure. Net 20.
Yay!
As the world around you grows darker and colder, and the light begins to fade, you feel a hand on you, and a voice. And then you find yourself in the cave, and Umbra is holding you. Umbra has like pulled you to your feet, and you see the decomposed giant bearing down on top of all of you. Nulra and Regmund standing kind of just 1 or 2 steps away, and just behind the giant, you see Mooney kind of almost paralyzed with fear. It's your action.
I'm going to wait. Does he
Want to be friends?
No. I'm gonna try and cast command.
Okay.
So she's still kind of leaning on Umbra. And just with her other hand, she's gonna just put her hand out and say, "Stop!" and cast command. So target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target... Oh, never mind. If the target is undead. I could see it in James's face. But she doesn't know that.
you just feeling this urge to do something to help. You hold a hand up, and the word just abruptly shouts from your mouth, and it echoes around the cave. As the giant's head turns, the neck twists inhumanly as it comes round, and you just see a chunk of its face and jaw is missing. And it leans down. Bonus action.
Mooney's after me, right? No. Yeah, Mooney's after me.
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Mooney, you have Bardic Inspiration.
Go Bardic Inspiration.
You've been Bardic Inspired. The giant goes for a swing, and because you're all standing next to each other, this is like dominoes.
Is it the giant's go?
It is, yes.
I, once again, very on brand, I got the rules for Grease wrong a second time.
Oh.
So it does need to make the save whenever the spell is cast, and it needs to make a save on its turn, but let me just double check when, if that's at the beginning.
I think at the beginning.
No, we'll
Let's
get the
see.
rules.
When Grease appears, each creature standing in the area, which is 10 feet, must succeed a
Umbra,
dex save.
Diara, Nulra, Regmund.
Oh no! Or fall prone. A creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed.
Okay, so ends my turn.
Mhm.
Okay, so
I think with Mooney as well, I can imagine that the grease is like iridescent. It's like pretty grease.
Oh no, she's a
Oh,
farmer. It's just
full
Grease.
on, like, it's full
It's
on
just
kitchen.
lard.
Lard.
Butter.
Lard.
It looks like molasses.
Yeah, from Eileen's kitchen. It's molasses and lard.
It smells like bacon.
Lard sounds
Right.
great. Sweet bacon. 23 to hit Diara.
No, absolutely not. Of course it is.
Take 11 bludgeoning damage.
I hate you, R.I.P. you down.
Okay. The giant's head, as it turned, its one eye fixed on you, Diara, as the magic washes out as you say the word, and its hand just comes straight down, palm open, and it slams you against the wall, crushing you. You feel the air just abruptly pushed out of your body. You hear bones crack as everything goes dark. All of you see Diara mashed against the wall and then fall limp to the ground. Mooney. Oh, it makes its dex save. A 10. So as it does, it slips with the full weight as it kind of pushes itself and it falls prone on the ground.
He's prone. He's prone. So he makes his attacks at disadvantage. Oh no. And is it my go?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay. How far is Mooney away from the door and Diara?
You are 15 feet away from the door and 10 feet away from everybody else.
Oh my god.
The pressure.
Seeing Diara go down, she's going to just like have all the air sucked out of her, and seeing the giant go down, she's going to use that as an opportunity to make a beeline for Diara and try and use the remaining of her very little movement to try and pull Diara away.
As you go to move, Mooney, that scratching, that tipping at your hand becomes a bite as Braska yelps.
Yelps!
Mooney, there's something else coming. And he's scratching at the bag violently.
We have to get out of here. We have to get out through that door. We have to go. And she's going to do what she wants to do. She's going to go over and grab Diara and put her body between the giant and Diara and try and pull her away.
Okay. Yeah, you've kind of half scooped her up. She's limp. Her body is warm. She's breathing, but it's labored. Nulra.
Ooh, okay.
You just saw Bulgur, like he slammed Diara against the wall. Mooney ran towards you and has now kind of put herself over Diara defensively. All of you have your backs to the door or your shoulders to the door, trying to heave it open. The giant is on the ground, kind of having fallen, like having slammed forward. His legs went out from under him, so he's kind of lying on his chest.
Okay. Everyone's gonna hate me. So Nora's gonna enter rage upon seeing Diara turn to like pate in front of her, and like logical Fiona knows that she has to open the door, especially since Umbra casts guidance on her. But Nora, after seeing that happen to Diara, is not going to do that. She is going to attack Bulgur. She is gonna let out a fucking scream. She's not calm anymore, and she is going to go for him with her great axe.
Okay, make an attack roll.
With advantage because he's prone.
And you're in rage as well, so
Yeah,
Double
I mean,
advantage.
double advantage.
Yes,
All the
it's
advantage.
real.
Thank you for the advantage. My first roll was a 13. My second roll was a 18. Thankfully.
Okay. Yeah.
You said everyone was going to hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
He's in a big puddle of grease there, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's the end of my turn that I have
End
to.
of your turn.
Oh, thank God. Okay, never mind. Wait. Okay.
Oh, feck off, James.
But if he's large, this is where my mind went. If he's large, he takes up 10-foot space, doesn't he?
Yes.
So if Greece is a 10-foot radius, then we can't get into it
Well,
unless he moves.
I can't fault that. Tremendous. Great work.
That's where my brain was.
Okay.
It's Christmas,
did you-
Stefan.
No, you don't all get Christmas presents all the time. What did you roll for
It's my
damage?
birthday.
My damage. Hold on. That is a... Ooh, it's not great. 9 damage.
Okay.
Plus your rage damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
You swing and you bury your great axe into his neck. As you do, the flesh turns to almost wet pulp. You feel the bones; they're spongy like a log soaked in a bog. You rip the axe away. There's an escaping of stagnant, rotting air that leaks up into the cave, and it's putrid. Bonus action. He's still moving.
got-
Like you did kill him.
I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to roar back at the others, open that door, and get her out of here.
As you shout this, Nulra, down the end of the cave, you saw something move. You saw just something violently thrown into the air.
Then, sorry, now what end? The end that we came from?
The passageway that you'd come from, yes.
I saw that.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to
You're-
scream back at them. Do it quickly, there's something coming. And what do I have to make now? A deck save?
Yeah.
To see. Nora, known for her deck. 16,
That's
in
enough.
fairness.
Yep,
That's not
you-
bad.
Your feet are slippery, but you do that weird thing where you're like, oh, I almost slipped. Hold on, I caught myself, and I almost died. But I caught myself. Regiment.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, he knows he has to get out, but he's not happy with that old great axe sitch. Okay. Can you tell me if this is possible? Can I aim for Nolra's great axe's handle and try break it with my great axe?
Oh, PvP. So glad all my friendships are breaking both in game and real life today.
So called shots aren't a thing you can normally do, but because I like the drama, I'm gonna say yes, much to James's disdain.
All right. Cool. I just swing my great axe as I normally would. What do I have to beat? Like Nora's armor class, I guess.
Nope.
All right. That's 15 to try hit it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for because it's made of wood.
Okay. And then the damage on it is what's that? 8.
Okay.
Oh my god, Emma, I fucking hate you.
I know. Listen, at least I didn't go for you.
Fair.
This axe means a lot to her, you prick.
Oh.
You bury the regiment. You just see Nulra stick Bolger with her great axe, full on screaming her head off and barking orders that there's something else coming. You just see the axe. You see the wound in Bolger's neck, and gripping your great axe, you swing it overhead and down. You bury it into the handle about 3 inches from Nulra's fingers, where she's holding it, and the handle almost snaps.
Yeah, no.
Bonus action?
No bonus action. Oh wait. I'll dash towards the door now. Can I do
The door that's you're going to the mouth of the cave, or the door that you're already at?
the door? Oh, I'm already there. Okay, sorry,
Yes,
sorry, my bad.
Nulra brought you over.
Yeah,
do I
you're
need
welcome.
to roll? Do I need to roll for grease?
You do, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, roll for grease.
Yeah, go on your ass.
What do I need? Wisdom saving throw, is it?
Dex.
Or no,
Dex.
Dex save. Sorry, my bad. That's a 10.
Oh no.
You are on your ass. You're not
Alright,
prone.
good.
Okay.
You, having buried your axe into Nulra's axe, you turn to run at the door and shove at it. You slip and fall forward, slamming into the stone step. Nulra, you are in shock. As much as you were enraged, you are in shock. Umbra.
Umbra is deeply disappointed in most of you. and not most of you, but is going to jeez. Umbra is going to, somewhat exasperated, shout at the others. What do you think "not without you" means? And is going to cast Spare the Dying on Diara.
Okay. Umbra shouts out, and at the same time, then focuses on the energies around him, seeing Diara on kind of scooped up in Mooney's arms, kind of sit on the ground, her body growing paler. And you wash some of the light away from you over her, and Diara, you are saved from the brink of death. Bonus action
So-
number. No bonus actions. Okay. Diara, give me a Constitution saving throw.
19.
Okay. You recover 1 HP and you take a sharp inhalation of breath. Bonus action.
I am going to give Bardic Inspiration to Nora.
Okay. You just let out kind of a soft, low whistle, seeing Nolra screaming and crying, and you just feel so cold. The giant.
I have a side note question. Can I
Yeah.
cast Healing Word on myself?
Yeah.
Great. Good to know.
I said that and then I immediately looked at James. Oh god, okay. Everybody give me dex saving throws. Volgir reaches up to the ceiling, scrapes his hand, taking a load of rock, and flings it downwards.
Oh no.
I got a 9.
Is mine at disadvantage or no?
Oh. Yes, yours would be at disadvantage.
So I got a nat 20 the first time.
Okay, that's good.
Oh,
Thank you for-
man.
What's Bardic Inspiration? Is that a D6?
No, it's just advantage, I think.
And then a 14 the second time, so 14 is my final score.
I'm gonna roll that with advantage. I don't trust it.
Isn't it?
Bardic Inspiration. Oh shit, yeah, I have Bardic Inspiration. What can I do to help myself?
Gains inspiration.
Wasted. I got a 12.
Okay.
It is a
And-
D6, is it?
No, it just says you gains an inspiration. Oh, yeah, 1d6. Sorry.
I can add to anything.
Yeah.
Well, then I shall do that. Thanks
Oh.
you, Diara. Yes!
I got 13.
Okay.
That brings mine up to a... What did I get? 9. A 15. I rolled
Okay.
a 6.
So Regiment and Nora, you throw yourselves. Regiment, you scramble to your feet as you see the giant scrape. You see Volgir just scrape the ceiling. Rocks start to fall, and then Umbra, Diara, and Mooney, as you look up, hearing the scratching, breaking sound of stone, you are pelted with rocks and debris. Take 6 damage each. Nolra and Regiment take
Down
3.
again.
3 we checked, is it?
You take 3, yeah. Regiment and Nolra take 3.
Oh, fuck me.
So Diara, you're down.
Take
Mooney.
3.
I've got 3 hit points left.
Okay.
A big girl.
3, yeah.
Yeah, just 3. And Mooney, it's your action.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. So is Diara down again?
She is, yeah.
So she's gonna when she comes back going like, oh yay, oh here we go. And just gather her up again. And she's going to start, with her half movement, dragging Diara back over to the door where Umbra is. And looking back and just calling out to everyone, we have to go now. Something else is. Why is on the grease for? Before I do any action, DM, I need to ask, because every DM does this differently. Grease and firebolt. Well, if I use a fire spell, is that going to ignite the grease?
It is.
Okay, so I'm not going to use that.
Boo.
Thanks.
It doesn't specify if grease is flammable, but in real life, grease is flammable.
Yeah, no, and we do. It's kind of canon in my DMing. It's happened in a couple of things that we've had. So, isn't that right, James and Alice?
I have one spell
That's
slot
enough.
left, and I have to. Yeah. So what she's going to do is that she's going to prop Diara against the wall. She's going to like steady herself there as well, and no, she's going to use her action to try and get this door open. We need to get out.
Give me an athletics check.
What was it? Athletics?
Athletics, please. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's
Wasn't that
really
strength?
bad.
Athletics is strength.
Yeah, and it's where is athletics? -1. Fantastic. Oh, 18.
Yes.
Mooney, you shove on the door. Doesn't even budge.
Nothing.
Oh,
The
fuck.
stone doesn't. You don't feel it give. You don't feel it push. You don't feel anything. The stone is unmoving.
And she spotted the glyphs at the top, didn't she? Did she
Yes.
notice that?
Yeah.
She's going to look over at Umbra and just say, I could read that if I have the time. If I got 10 minutes, I could read that.
We don't have 10 minutes.
I know.
Moo moo.
Nulra.
Oh, lads, this is fun.
The passageway. There's just the sound of gunk exploding, and you can see more and more things blurring down the passageway.
Oh, okay. She's all over the place after Regiment attacked her, or attacked her axe, I guess. It's still attacking her technically. She's gonna scream at Regiment, "What the fuck are you doing?" And realizing that like Diara's gone down again, that something else is coming, she now realizes that they do need to go for the door. I'm gonna assume that would I have seen Mooney fail at opening it or no?
No, you were concentrated on your axe
Okay.
and Spolgir, so you haven't.
That's fair. So I'm gonna go for the door. I don't want to use disengage because I want to use my action to try and push the door.
That's fine. You will all manage to make it to that side
Okay.
of the cave anyway, so you're not going to get an attack of opportunity. I mean, the giant's right there anyway, so that's fine.
And would Umbra's guidance on me still be in effect?
Did you use it?
No.
Okay. Does it last more than a round?
It lasts.
So like an hour?
Concentration up to 1 minute. Although
I hit you.
would have
yeah,
to make a
so,
check. Yeah, hang
make
on.
a check. Yep.
Nope,
No.
can't now.
Okay. So just straight athletics check.
Yeah.
A 16.
You hearing Mooney call out the door, push the door, you just lean in, the rage in you barreling upwards, the tears in your eyes stinging. You can see Regiment. Regiment is kind of half pawing at the door, half pushing at the door. He was. He's now on his arse covered in grease, having kicked himself away. You see Diara lying unconscious on the ground, a wound on the top of her forehead that's bleeding. It's not blood isn't gushing from it, but she's not moving. And you throw your full weight into the door, and it's like pushing against the walls of the cliff. Over your shoulder, as you lean in, you can see two figures approaching through the passageway.
Through the passageway behind us.
Yes, yeah.
We see what?
Nope, you're unconscious. You see nothing.
But remind me, didn't Umbra move the door himself earlier?
Yeah. You did?
Okay,
Mm.
I'm gonna again. I just love screaming because I'm screaming internally. So Nola is going to be screaming externally. I'm going to shout at everyone. We need to move. Umbra, how do we get these open? They're not budging now, and we need to get going now. There is something coming. It's nearly in this cave.
Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
Yes, you hear a voice call from the passageway. Umbra, how do we get those doors open?
Hot elf.
And coming out of the shadows, you see Mathis, the hunter from the festival, and standing next to him, the bard, or rather the minstrel mask, Salon, in his full garb and regalia. They are covered in black ichor. The hunter has weapons drawn. The tall, gangly bard seems to have no obvious weapons. So pray tell, what are we doing here?
Is the giant still attacking us, or is it him?
Yeah, well, it's technically my go because I've been
Oh,
rolling for these
no.
guys as well.
Oh
Fuck
no!
off, Declan.
Mathis turns. He just looks to his left at the minstrel. Baru, deal with it. And you see the minstrel take a step forward, and there's a heavy clunk. And then it unravels its cloak and pulls the mask away. And you don't understand what you're looking at. It's a man.
Dave?
It looks like a man. But its body is metallic. Its body is shiny, and its arms just move outwards, and there's a hissing, like steam from a kettle. And where the mask was, there is the visage of a human face, and the eyes light up, and then it runs straight towards Bulgir the giant. And it just jams its hand straight into the giant's back. And there's blood, just thick, grey, black, mucus blood just sprayed against the wall.
Oh.
And in one hand, the bard, called Baru, drags the giant back. Steam erupting from the joints in its arms and its knees. Its eyes burning hot.
Would Mooney recognize that the minstrel from when she saw him? Obviously, before he revealed his.
He was at
creepiness.
the minstrel was at the festival as well. He was at the night
Yeah.
that Diara was playing. He was there. He was playing music.
Okay, so we all would have seen him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's Umbra Diara, death saving throw, please.
Oh my god, Eilish, you're so angry.
I'm so angry.
Join me.
Wait, did I go?
Oh wait, yeah, no, I just sassed you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you didn't get the sass back.
I don't. Was I supposed to go after Nora as well?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was. I've been rolling for
Oh,
Sorry?
for shame. For shame.
Regiment. It's technically your turn then, because Mathis and Baru have just gone.
He's going to put one arm around. Wait, Wait, am I on my arse still?
Yes, you're still covered in grease.
Can I
Your
stand?
arms.
Can I
Yes.
stand up?
That's
Okay.
half your movement.
Half the movement.
But I'm like my movement's like whatever 20 25 foot, right? I'm not 25 foot from the door, right?
No, you're right beside the door.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of link my arms around Umbra and Nulra and Mooney and suggest a huddle that we all push against the door together. Can we do that?
Minnie knows it's not going to work.
I know.
You can give me an athletics check, Regiment.
What's a dirty 20?
You push on the door, like trying to kind of link your arm with Nulra and Mooney. You lean against the door and you can feel your feet slipping from under you from the grease. And the door will not budge. Yes, I think more brute force is required.
He's still gonna be crying, and he's just gonna be pounding at the door, just frustrated and upset and angry and everything at once.
Umbra.
Umbra says, like bleeding heavily from the rocks that have fallen, kind of side eyes them and says, I don't know what else it looks like we're doing. Mostly dying, actually. And is gonna lean down and put his hand underneath Yara's neck and lift her so that his mouth is to her ear, and he's just gonna whisper, I don't have any more of this, so you're gonna have to take it easy this time, okay? And then is going to cast Cure Wounds as his second and only spell. She regains 9 hit points.
Oh my god.
Oh, that Mathis just crosses his arms as he watches Baru strong arm the giant corpse. That's exceptionally kind of you, Umbra. I mean, it makes things a little bit more difficult. What with this one being so close. I guess you're volunteering yourself to help open the door then. Bonus action, Umbra.
Ain't got none.
Okay. Diara, you are conscious. You can hear a voice. It's the voice from the tavern. It's the voice that read the poem. He said something to Umbra about volunteering himself to open the door. It's your action.
She's going to be completely disorientated after passing out twice, and she's just going to look around and be like, look at Mathis and say, "What are you doing here? Help us!"
We have to get that door open first. In time.
She's going to turn around. I'm at the door, right?
Yeah.
She's just going to turn around and put her hand on it, and again try and shove it.
Yep.
Even though she knows the last time it fucking knocked her out.
Yeah, give me an athletics check again.
17.
It's like pushing a wall.
So nothing happens this time.
Nope. It's just cold stone that doesn't budge. Sorry, yeah.
She's just gonna look at Umbra and be like questioningly, and then as a bonus, do I get a bonus action?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
As a bonus action, she's gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. What do you say?
Thanks.
Profound. And how much?
1 second. Four plus 3, 7.
Okay. Umbra, you just hear Diara whistle or hum a thank you. And some of the bruising and the cuts on you from where the stones struck and smashed against you heals. And you feel somewhat rejuvenated. Bulgir. Bulgir rolled a nat 1 in a strength saving throw against Baru. So Baru, Baru got a 25. And that is. Baru, Bolgir wrestling again, trying to turn it again. He's twisted his body right around, trying to grab at the automaton man that's holding him, and he's scrambling and he's scratching. And he lunges forward, and immediately Baru just sort of sidesteps. It's still holding him, and as he does, Baru reaches up, grabs at the giant's mouth, and pulls on what's left of the jawbone and twists, separating the head from the shoulders.
Oh fuck.
And the giant falls dead.
Damn.
Reggie is not impressed.
That took a little bit longer. When we get back, Baru, remind me to have you checked. Or replaced. And Baru just drops the body like it was nothing, like it was just a bunch of sticks. It's covered in chunks of flesh and blood, and it moves back towards Mathis's side. We should probably get this door open now. And
Umbra
Umbra
is gonna cut across him as he said before he says that, and he says, "We know what's afflicting the village. If you got through here, you can get us back out, and we can make a cure. We don't need to go through this, whatever this is. Our home's out there, and we need to help."
This is. He looks at Baru, and then he looks at the five of you. You need to go through those doors, and you, like the rest, need to return.
If you made it in here, you can get us out of there.
I asked you, if you remember, Umbra, I asked you, how much of the world do you know beyond your village? How many places have you been? How many faces do you know?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I know. This place wasn't here before, and I know that.
This place has always been here. You've just chosen not to remember. And he kind of looks up at the archway. It's ironic, I think, really. Shall I help? Do you want to know what lies beyond the door?
Are we still in initiative, Declan?
We can be.
Because I just want to step forward hearing all this, and like Nola's freaked out by this weird automaton thing, and she's just going to put a hand up and she's going to say, "Shut the fuck up. We need to get out of here now. I don't know what you are. That thing is, you need to stay away from me and my family and let us get the fuck out of here now. We are not going through that door."
It would be a lot simpler if you were to just go through the door. You can fight Baru if that'll make you feel better, if you need to get that out of your system. But Umbra, I assure you, what lies beyond that door will bring you peace. I promise.
And he holds up a selection of the mushrooms and he says, "Will it cure my mom?"
Yes.
Okay, what do we do?
We get the door open. And to do that, I am going to need to have you all trust me.
Can Minnie do an insight check to see if he was lying when it said that this would help?
Yeah, give me an
Alright.
insight check, Mooney.
Okay. Don't know if I'm very good at those. I usually have my sheet printed out, but I don't today, so I need to do it on D&D Beyond. Let's see, insight. Let's do. 21.
He's telling the truth.
She's gonna gauge that she thinks that he's telling the truth. If going through this door will help, I think it's got something to do with those runes up on top. If you give me a couple of minutes, I could maybe translate them for us.
Oh. No. I know what they say. And Mathis walks forward, and his hands are held up. He's just walking. He's taking a couple of steps towards all of you. Baru goes to move, and Mathis shakes his head. I'm okay. He makes his way up the steps, and all of you see him as quick as anything take Umbra by the head and just smash his face against the door.
No.
Can we react?
And he does it a second
No.
time,
Magic missile?
and the runes light up. And he points up. And in your ear, Umbra, he whispers as your head pounds and your ears ring and pain courses through you, and you can taste the blood. Is coming lesh on moss. And the door groans open as the runes light up. And he shoves you in.
Can we go after them?
He just shoved Umbra in.
And has the door closed behind them?
Nope. He hasn't. Mathis hasn't stepped forward. He simply pushed Umbra through the doors, and he just sidesteps a little bit and gestures for the rest of you.
Regiment's going to go for a rugby tackle style around the waist at Hot Elf.
Nuller would have been going at him with her axe at the same time.
Minnie would be
Screaming.
going for Umbra.
Yeah, Diara's gonna like scream like a banshee and dive after Umbra.
Okay, so Diara and Mooney, you run through the door after Umbra. And Mathis has his hands up the entire time, Nulra and Regiment, as he
Don't
charges
care.
at him.
Don't care. I'm going for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
Give me an attack roll.
Fuck him up.
Oh my god, I'm so angry, Declan.
Oh shit, wrong dice.
23 to hit for me.
Yep.
I'm too emotional for this today. Oh my god.
Oh, my stomach's in my fucking throat.
Oh my god, I want to...
13 to hit.
Okay. So, two things happen. Diara and Mooney, as you see Umbra shoved through the door, immediately both of you cry out and race after him. He stumbled, like Umbra, you just stumbled through the doorway. You can't even make sense. The room is spinning. It's cold. You can hear something. You can hear screams behind you. Regiment, you charge at Mathis, but as quickly as you do, you feel something. Actually, give me a Dex saving throw.
Sure. It's a 19.
Oh, okay.
Voice shivered.
It's kind of fortunate because I rolled an 18. Baru's arm just extended, like there was an explosive hiss and squeal of steam as his arm just shot straight out, at you. It went to grab, and in fact, it just glances across the top of your shirt and tears the fabric. As you slip
My shirt.
forward, Nulra, you swing your axe straight at Mathis. His hands stay up the entire time.
I don't care.
Roll for damage.
Would my rage still count? Or if we're out of initiative, technically, or no? Or
Christmas.
Go on, it's Christmas. That's the last Christmas thing.
that's 11 damage.
Unless chat deigns otherwise, that's the last Christmas thing. Your great axe slices straight in into his armor, across his chest. You tear at his fabric. You rip at the armor. You see a clink of metallic, and then there's sparks, and then there's blood. His hands stay up the entire time. He just smiles.
He's standing still.
Yep.
Like she's full on, like there's no control now in her anymore. She is screaming. There's spittle flying in his face, and she's just gonna scream at him, "My brother
is perfectly fine." And he gestures in at Umbra, who's standing in the cavern.
I fucking hate him. He's not hot anymore. No, he's hot, but he's a dickhead.
The worst kind of hot. Well,
And
yeah.
she understands, obviously, like it's visible, like that he's not harmed, but she's still just going to be crushing the great axe against him.
I told you, you will only find peace through that door. And as he gestures in, all of you see in the room Diara and Mooney as you cross over the threshold, and Umbra, as your vision kind of returns. It's a large cave. There doesn't seem to be any other doors around like that. There's the sound of water trickling. In the center, smack in the center of it, you see an old tree and a stone statue. And all around you there are bones.
Go ahead.
Can Regiment try? We're at the door, right? We haven't gone through yet. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, it's just you and Nulra.
I'll gesture to Nora that we should go through, but can I try push Hot Elf out of the way and close the door before he gets in?
Yeah. Give me strength opposing.
Strength save or strength? Just strength.
Strength, yeah.
Oh, keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry.
22.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You grab at him. Again, he's not, other than kind of holding himself firm as where he stands, you can't push him. You can't shove him. He's not fighting you. He's not trying to shove you off. Umbra, tell them. If this is truly to save your mother, then tell them.
Umbra is spitting blood and tries to form words and coughs up more onto the floor of the cave, and starts to drag himself out towards the far end, towards the exit, and just says, "Mom." And that's it.
Wait, he's going back where we came from?
No.
Yeah,
Or further into this like death
Further
bone
in.
cave.
Are we still in initiative order?
no,
You said that there was a statue.
there is, yes.
does the statue from where Mooney is? Does that invoke any memories from the statue that she saw in her?
You just see it as a stone. You haven't gone up to investigate it. You've just kind of, you and Diara ran in. You kind of half approached Umbra as he turned around. You see the bones. You hear the water trickling. You see the very dead looking tree. But you haven't investigated it at all. So if you'd like to give me an investigation check, Mooney, you can.
She's actually not. She's going to just follow after Umbra.
Okay.
Umbra, we can't go deeper in here. We need to go back. This isn't right. She's gonna like grab his little, like, look down at him and grab his little face and just like angle it up to her and just say, like, is he badly hurt?
His nose is definitely broken. His face is swelling. You can see one of his eyes, the right side of his face, the eye there is bloodshot.
Umbra, we can't stay here.
We're not. We're leaving.
We're not. The exit's that way.
You just hear a whimpering coming from the bag, Mooney. Mooney, we shouldn't have come in here.
We shouldn't have. She's not. She's gonna like basically echo Turnip's words to Umbra.
Turnip.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the Latin.
Brassica rapa.
Brassica is Latin for turnip. I'm sorry. Brassica the rapa.
How dare you! I'm actually emotionally
Revelations on the
traumatized
side
right
of
now,
the
but I
door.
still remember.
Turnip pops out and is like, "Fuck this."
I'm out. It's not what I signed up for. I signed up for scones, the occasional crappy jam. Regiment and Nora. It's just the two of you.
Nora, like having heard Umbra's voice and realizing that he's still alive, is just going to shove dickhead hot elf against the door and run in to her brother. I think she's just going to be like tunnel vision. She's not even going to notice anything else in the room. She's just going to go straight to Umbra and try and pick him up.
Yeah, Regiment will follow, just less aggressively.
Okay. She's still pissed off at you, Regiment, but
I'm sure.
There's more important things to worry about right now.
Yeah, he's just really sad and confused and stuff.
Oh, same.
Diara.
She's kind of just watching all of this unfold in front of her, and then she kind of looks over her shoulder at the tree and the statue and walks over to see what it is, like why they're in here.
Give me an investigation check. Or are you looking at the statue or the tree, or what are you?
This statue.
Okay, yeah, investigation check.
14.
Okay. You're as everything else is going on around you, and it's kind of that weird sort of slowed down. Everything kind of sounds half garbled. You're aware of everything. You can hear Mooney talking to Umbra. You hear whelps coming from her bag. You just saw Nolra shove at the elf and Regiment stepped through the doorway. As you approach the statue, you are overcome with a sense of familiarity as you recognize Ilaria.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew
Front.
Really hope. Oh, it just said front. Okay. I just wanted to check the subtitles there really quick.
Lucky for you, I have a cold.
Everybody learn to enunciate.
Enunciate?
Yeah, our hard of hearing viewers are like, what?
Front.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of look over
Sorry,
at her
Diara.
siblings and yeah, she's like zoning out, and then she's just going to reach out and touch the statue and be like, guys.
And he's going to look over and see the statue, and suddenly I remember her dream, where she remembered seeing a statue of Valeria. Just going to remember all of the oozes attacking her and nearly killing her, chasing little Brassica through the forest, and then waking up with him in her bed. And she's just going to look back at Umbra. Umbra, what's going on?
And he shakes his head kind of sadly.
She's going to look up at Matthias and the bard that she recognised. What's going on?
This is difficult. But just know that you are where you belong.
We shouldn't be here.
No, this is exactly where you should be. And I wish you absolutely nothing but peace, and rest assured, we will take care of that woman that you call mother. It's coming lesh on moss. And the doors begin to close.
No.
She's going to. Does she see the grace?
This is one of those DM moments, I'm afraid.
Fucking hate this man. Oh my god. Not you, Declan. The character.
No. He reaches into a bag as he lets out kind of a sharp whistle, and each of you turns to see him lob a glass bottle into the room. Death will remember. It's too late. Baru, seal it. And the doors slam shut as the glass bottle smashes. And there's a hiss and a crackling as purple smoke begins to fill the cavern. Outside the doors, you hear thunderous crashing as rock cascades barricading the door. The gas cloud continues to expand. Over to you guys.
Minnie's going to remember her dream and the statue being at the bottom of a pond, and she's going to look up from where the statue is and just hope there's some kind of opening.
There's not.
No.
You can see, Mooney, as you look up, there's a small trickling of water along the ceiling that kind of flows down, sort of seeps through the rock, and that's what's causing the little stream that flows around the edge of the tree line and disappears into a crack.
She's going to look around frantically, and she's going to use one of her Furbolg traits and detect magic.
There's absolutely nothing here.
There's nothing.
You don't even feel magic coming from Umbra or Diara.
Oh my god. She's just going to hold Umbra close into her little belly.
Nora. Sorry, you were saying something.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that when she ran in, she would have been holding like Umbra's head on her lap, and not knowing much about spinal injuries, she's going to gently place his head on the ground and get up, and she is going to run for those doors and try and get them open.
As you run towards the doors, you run through the expanding cloud of purple gas. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. Sorry, I'm so shit at maths. 21.
Your skin crackles. It feels as if you're burning on the outside, but there's no fire. You don't see any marks, you don't see any sores, but you are gasping for air, and each breath that you take, the fire burns deeper as you burst through the cloud of gas and slam into the doors.
And so is the gas at the doors? Or am I still in the cloud at the
No,
door?
you passed through the cloud, but it's still
Okay.
expanding.
I'm going to shout back at the others and say, the gas. I struggle to breathe coming through it. We need to get these doors open now. Just be careful going through it, please.
There
And
was a
she's gonna-
cave in on the other side. I don't think we're going to get those doors open. We have to go further in.
Can I go around the gas to the doors? Excuse me.
Give me athletics or acrobatics check if you want to try and avoid it.
I'll give you
Umbra,
athletics.
you hear your voice. You hear a voice call your name. And it echoes around the chamber.
Recognize it?
Vaguely, it's like a memory and deja vu mixed together. It's like something that should be real, but you can't remember whether it happened or if it was a dream.
Do we all hear it or just Umbra?
Just Umbra.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks up at Mooney from where she's holding him to see if there's any acknowledgement of it in her eyes.
That you hear Mooney shouting back at Nulra that there was a cave in. Regiment, what did you get?
11.
You leap up onto a rock, slip because of the grease, and tumble kind of half forward. You don't fall into the cloud, but as you kind of gasped, kind of from shock, you inhale. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 14.
Everything starts to spin. You feel your skin tingle and burn. You stumble forward and you just see Nulra banging on the stone doors.
Can I try bash my own face against the door?
You can. Give me an unarmed strike. Diara.
Can I just look around? The statue and the tree are beside each other, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Are they in the cloud of gas or no?
No, they're not. Not yet.
Yeah, so can I investigate just around there and see is there like levers to open a door or
Yep. Give me an investigation check.
anything like that? Investigation 10.
There's the statue, there's the tree, but you don't. It doesn't it doesn't make any sense. Like it's a dead tree, and the statue looks like Ilaria. You don't see any levers, you don't see any buttons, and you see now that where Redmond and Nulra are, they've kind of vanished behind the cloud. The cloud is still bubbling and broiling and growing. The room is filling.
She's just gonna scream in frustration and just shove the statue.
It rocks. Nothing happens.
Minnie's just going to look down at Umbra's just deadpan face and just feel a little bit helpless and just kind of like hold his little cheeks and just go, stay right here, okay? Don't go anywhere. And Minnie's going to go over to the far end of the cavern, away from the door, and try and investigate, see if there's maybe like a little crevice, if there's maybe like a minor shaft, anything like a secondary route to get out of here.
Okay. You can give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Come on, Mooney.
Come on. I've got my stats somewhere.
You can do it.
Investigation. Oh, that's good. I've got +4.
Umbra.
18.
You run your hands along the wall, Mooney. There's nothing. Like the rock is coarse. Every time your hand kind of finds an edge, you grip and you try and pull, but there's nothing. You don't feel a draft. You don't feel the wind. You don't feel anything coming through. And the cloud continues to expand. Nulra, Regiment, and Diara, give me Constitution saving throws.
Fuck. Sorry, I just smashed my computer in rage there.
Nulra and Regiment at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Shite.
Very quietly, Umbra says, not to anyone in the room, but very quietly, Umbra says, "Is there a way out of here?"
Death must remember.
He has no spell slots left. He is going to say a little prayer, and seeing everyone in the room resort to panicking, he's going to attempt to draw on a reserve that isn't there and cast sleep.
Give me a roll of a d20. Regiment and Nulra, how did you get on?
14.
Do I roll to hit my face? Like, do I?
Oh, yeah. What did you get with your unarmed strike as you smack your head?
Well, like to hit, I got a 7.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, and then I rolled 4 damage.
You'll take 4 bludgeoning damage as you wrap your head against the rock.
Does it make any difference?
No, well, I mean, nope.
Sorry for laughing so much.
The trauma response laughter.
I respect the
Thank
hustle.
you.
How did you get on with your constitution?
Me?
No, you're muted. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 16 for my constitution.
Was that at disadvantage?
At disadvantage, I got 21 in the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
And Diara,
I got a 9.
you as you grab the statue and it rocks back and forth, you turn to see Umbra kind of trying to push himself up, trying to move, trying to do anything. You just see Nulra collapse against the door, her body convulsing.
Oh my god, sorry. Oh Jesus Christ, my son's Lego just fell on the floor and I nearly had a heart attack. That was
Oh,
it's all
Nora
going
falling on the floor.
wrong.
The whole
Gas.
thing is just broken apart. I'll help him
The
build it again
gas
tomorrow.
waves over you, Diara, and as you breathe it in and you feel your skin burn, you collapse to the ground.
I have
And everything
resistance to
was-
fire damage.
Didn't say it was fire damage,
It was just saying.
but thanks for
Just
trying.
die more slowly.
We can all try. Redmond, you see you see Nulra collapse on the ground beside you, her body violently shaking. Her skin it looks like it's broiling, it looks like it's melting. And your vision starts to get hazy. You can just see barely Umbra trying to lift himself up. And Mooney, as you see the cloud of purple gas just fill the cavern, you just hear a whimpering coming from the bag.
Oh,
Please, no.
she's going to just back against the wall, just sink down, and just like pull little Brassica out and just give him a hug.
And the gas washes over you.
Oh.
Umbra, as you draw on energy around you, everything you can to possibly do something, moving around the statue, you half see someone that is there and isn't there. And as you feel everything get heavy and your body struggle to hold itself up, the figure approaches, and as they place their hand on yours, they're cold to the touch. And you find yourself standing alone in an amber field. You can smell the autumn air. Down the hill, you can see the red orchard, the farm, the house that is your home. The sky is filled with brilliant burnt orange and wisps of purple and grey. and the stars and the moon betray the day, and they betray the night. And standing in front of you, you see the lady in twilight, a woman that's a dream and a memory. Her eyes burn with brilliant silver light, and her hair is tousled in the breeze. And she smiles at you. I'm so sorry, little one.
His mouth falls open and tears just start streaming.
I have loved you since the day you were born. I have watched over you every single moment. This is not your fate. You, your family, you will survive this. And she takes your hands in hers. You must survive this.
He grasps at her hands, kind of smearing them with the blood that's kind of gathered as he's, attempted to wipe his face, his eyes.
Take the berries from the rowan tree. Live. Fight. Survive. My child. And she pulls away. I have loved you since the day you were born.
He just barely chokes out, I love you too.
She must die, Umbra. Then, and only then, will death remember. And she's gone. And you're standing in the cave, and in your hands you find 5 red rowan berries. And as you weakly press one to your lips, and the bitter, acidic taste, you feel something. You feel an energy coursing through your body. You feel stronger. And you press against the stone and push up. And you struggle over to Diara and to Mooney, Nulra and Regmund. And between their lips you press a berry. And they burst. And the red liquid seeps into their mouth. And you hear each one of them gasp for air. And beyond the doors you hear a rustling, groaning sludge. And a voice whispers, she must die. We're going to take a 10-minute break there as the party levels up to level 2.
Oh, but was it worth it?
What did we lose in the process?
And we are back as the five of you regain, well, four of you regain consciousness. A very, very bitter, acidic taste in your mouth. Umbra standing up in front of you, all of you feeling this new strength, completely rejuvenated, restored, and powerful. From the in the cave around you, you just hear a banging and a booming sound against the doors, and a ferociously putrid smell leaking through the door.
The door that myself and Regiment are beside?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Is the gas gone?
Yep.
Minnie's going to frankly feel about her and then look for a brassica in her little tote bag and make sure he's okay.
Looking up at you, you just see Brassica. Like, can badgers cry?
Of course they can.
Yeah, he full on kind of scurries up along your forearm, and he wraps himself into you very, very tightly.
No.
She holds him so tight and she tries to pull herself up in the wall and is just looking about because she could have sworn that that was it. She doesn't understand what's going on.
Mooney,
Yeah.
Mooney,
Uh,
I demand you get me out of here
yeah,
at once.
okay, let's do that. Let's do that. And she knows this wall's not any good. She's going to just find a new plan. She's going to go look at this tree. She's going to go look at the statue. She's not going anywhere near the door.
Okay. Give me an investigation check or a nature check if you're going looking at the.
Which one's better? Oh, nature's +6. Hi.
Ooh, look at you.
Oh, natural 20, 26 total.
As you approach where Diara is, the statue, Mooney, you've seen the statue before. It's the statue from that night, but you've seen this tree, not just this type of tree, this tree as well. There's a tree like this in the Red Orchard. There's only one of them, but it's alive. And it's a rowan tree. And it has bright red berries. And as you try and recall what you know about it, you remember Alaria telling you a story about a little boy and a little girl who got lost in the woods. And when they were close to death, they found the rowan tree and the berries. And they ate some of the berries, not all of them, just some, just enough to find a little bit of strength, a little bit of energy. And they fell asleep under the tree. And they died.
Oh, I didn't like that story.
You didn't
Hope
like
that
it
was
when Ilaria.
valuable.
Yeah, you didn't. When Ilaria told you the first time, you also did not like it.
Oh, I didn't end up telling that story to Dave or the others.
No, yeah.
She'll look
Well, if
very
you did, you rewrote it.
Oh yeah, and they ate the berries, and the berries are great. Yeah.
Don't eat those berries.
She'll look over at the door and just wait and see what everyone else is doing.
What is everybody else doing? Casually hanging out.
Diara's gonna walk over to Umbra and just put a hand up on his face and just be like, "What happened?"
Umbra's holding his hands clasped in prayer, kind of very gently tracing symbols across his sun and moon tattoos. and in response to Diarra, he smiles kind of against himself and just says, I have no idea. We're gonna go home. And draws his scimitar, fixes his shield on his arm, and says, okay. Everybody ready?
Are we going to have an Avenger moment where we're walking towards the door in slower motion?
No, we're probably gonna die.
Can I do an insight check?
You can. And as you say this, Umbra, the door is blown straight off the frame, and two large black stone doors are sent flying into the cave. Mooney, they almost hit you as they crash into the tree,
Oh no.
and pouring and massing and writhing over itself. As you're drawn to look back at it, Mooney, you see, all of you see, but Mooney, you remember this. You've seen this. You barely survived this. This giant black gelatinous mound rolls in through the doors, squeezing, sliding, and slurping through. And as it squeezes through, a giant skull forms at the front as if in a scream. And inside it, you just see bones floating.
She's
Everybody
gonna-
roll for initiative.
Can we not just go like have a fair again and like? I'll even let Redmond beat the shit out of me again.
We just kiss boys and like fight each other with our fists. It's not great. Ew, let's do something challenging. Well, you got challenging, okay? It's
You
Christmas.
made the boy I like an evil bastard, Declan. Give me another hot boy too.
That's all men. All men are evil bastards.
All men.
So,
Not all men. Not all men.
Bit all
Get out of
men.
here. Get out of here, Nolra, you toxic waste.
I got a natural one, so
Okay, so you are. Give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage, Mooney.
me. Oh, me. Saving throw is a wisdom. Did you say?
Yes.
Oh, disadvantage 9, 13.
You are frightened
Oh no.
and must use your next action to run away from the scourge. What's everybody else get?
16 for me.
6 from me.
so strictly okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a thing here. Strictly speaking, it's 9. But one of my things that I keep on kind of veering towards and never really getting to say in time is Vigilant Blessing, which is you give one creature you touch, including possibly yourself, advantage on the next initiative roll.
Okay.
Considering I was actively preparing for a battle, is it safe
Yeah,
to say?
I'm gonna say yes. Yeah.
Cool, thank you. I'll be more diligent about saying it outright.
No,
So-
no. You like, yeah, like it's weird.
Yes, you
like,
should, James. Please, next time. More diligent, please.
Diara, what did you get just while Umbra's rolling again?
I got a 19 on the insight check, so I know he was lying, and then I got a 13 on the initiative.
Nope, you don't know he was lying.
Rude.
Broadly speaking, he doesn't know. 15 initiative.
Something seems off, Diara, but you don't. It's not that's an instant lidar. Like it's not a yeah.
Okay.
What did you get?
Who?
I got 15.
Diara, sorry.
Jarrett, you're
13.
Okay. And sorry, Nolra, what did you get?
A 16.
Okay, so Nolra, top of the turn order again, as this scourge ooze just explodes through the doors towards you.
And again, I know this is kind of more related to what Mooney encountered, but would Nora recognize this black
This
crap
yeah,
as the same stuff?
This thing, yes, yeah, it looks exactly like those creatures that were attacking you before you got in here.
Okay. She's going to turn. So she would have seen Diara and Mooney kind of over at the far end of the cavern. She hasn't gone over that end yet. So she's going to turn to them and say, we all know that we can't beat this. So we need to find another way out and we need to do it quickly. I'll buy you some time, but find a way out. We need to get out. And she's going to ready herself kind of more not like on top of the ooze, but close to it, in hope that the rest of them will find a way out. And she's going to ready an attack for if this thing comes near her.
Okay. Umbra.
Umbra is going to smile broadly again at Nora. Is going to position his hands, one holding the sword, one with the shield, kind of shield across his chest, sword across the shield, and both kind of palms outstretched so the tattoos are open. And is going to use his channel divinity to cast Twilight Sanctuary, wherein his hands begin to glow. The moon with kind of a pale white light, and the sun with a brilliant yellow, and a sphere of twilight extends 30 feet out from me. It lasts for 1 minute, moves with me, and whenever a creature, including me, ends its turn in the sphere, they get 1d6 plus 2 HP, or they can end a charm or frightened effect. So that is... I'll remind you of it, but as that extends outwards from him, he brings the sword and shield back down to a ready position, and he says, "Nope, we fought our way out this time."
Daira.
I'm gonna cast Bane on the Scourge.
Okay.
So, creature must make a Charisma saving throw. When the target
Oh.
fails,
Which is what it's famous for. An 8.
13. So, when they fail, they make a D4.
D4, yeah, no. I
and
got it.
subtract it from it.
Yep. Cool. Bonus action?
Who's after me? Reggie?
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Regiment, you're up.
Hang on.
Yeah, he's
Gain 1d6 plus 2 temp HP Eilish.
Oh, thanks.
Cool, carry on.
Reggie's gonna run right at it with his great axe, angrily.
Okay. Make an attack roll, Richmond.
Sure will. If I was on the right tab. Cool. That is an 11.
That hits.
Ah, great. Okay, and
Do me a favor, everybody, going forward. Whenever you're making kind of an attack roll, be it melee, ranged, or spell, always roll the damage. And then if it hits, great, the damage is there. If not, it doesn't matter. It'll just roll on.
okay, yeah, I'll do that in future. That is 15 damage.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Damn.
Because it was my great axe, which is 1d12 plus 3, and I rolled a 12. So
Nice. Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
Did you use your Bardic Inspiration?
oh no, what does that give me again?
An extra
Ooh.
D4.
Damage?
D4? D6?
I think it's just
No,
the
on the
head.
check.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
a
on
hit.
the check, sorry.
Okay. My bad.
Regiment,
Love
just
it.
seeing Nulra brace herself, and you catch Regiment kind of taking which is very strange to you. Umbra's taking an attack position almost. You charge straight at the ooze coming through the door, and as you swing your great axe into it, it just slices through it. It's like cutting through snow or slush or sludge. And as the blade of your great axe flies through it, bubbles of the ooze just sort of erupt and spit out at you. And if you land on your hands and your face and your neck, take 4 necrotic damage.
Cool.
Bonus action.
Oh yes. No, you know what? I'll leave it for now. I'll use it again in future.
Okay.
And then gain 1d6 plus 2 temp HP.
I guess.
Yep. Anyone who ends their turn within 30 feet of me.
Oh, within 30.
I know.
Love it.
So Nulra and Regiment, you're beside each other, correct?
Yes. Well,
Yeah, great.
well,
Right.
Regiment would have gone
both
for
of you. No, I'll just take that as it is. Both of you make Dex saving throws, please.
Dex saving throw. Can I use my danger sense for this?
No.
No, you shush. I just got it. It says I have an advantage on Dex saving throws against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
I don't appreciate Umbra giving you coaching outside of these sessions. Okay?
Coaching as in, read your character
Uh,
sheet.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
You.
I got a. Oh, where'd it go? I got a 17.
Good thing you gave me that. I got. Oh well, it's still not great. 12.
Both of you manage to just stumble back. You both kind of take kind of jumps back about 5 feet, barely kind of hold yourself as the ooze just slops in right where both of you stood, and you just see its form melt and reform and reshape, and half a face with an eye kind of just appears in this giant mound. And for a moment, it looks like Bolgir again, and then it sinks back into itself. And you just see it kind of goes flat. It just sort of like an icicle melting. It just dissolves for a moment as it washes out over the bones, and then it reforms again
Into like the mass again.
into the mass again, blocking the doorway.
And would a regiment reacted to that?
You both did, because you both almost got engulfed by it.
No, I mean when he saw Bulger's face.
Was it like? Did it look like Bulgar?
No, it tried to in the same way those creatures when they were first make themselves look like something. It's not a perfect likeness. It's just giant in that sense of a giant's head. Mooney.
I can't move any closer to it because I'm frightened. I'm gonna use magic missile against it, so I don't have to roll the hit.
Okay.
All right, magic missile. It's 3 darts. 4 plus 4 plus 3. That is 11 plus 3. 11. 14 damage.
Nice.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was doing bad math in my brain. Yeah, Mooney, as you kind of scramble towards the you move, you just try and rush away from it as this thing just leaks into the room, bearing itself almost on top of Regiment and Nulra. You turn to avoid seeing them being engulfed by it, and as it does, you run, and Brassica just lets out kind of a yelp and a yip. And as you look down, you see that he has nudged open the book. And before you even know it, the words light up on the page. And you throw one hand over your shoulder as 3 bright, sharp shards of light erupt from your fingertips. They whiz around the room like firecrackers and then strike at the ooze in one burst. And the cave is lit up as the ooze is hit. Bonus action?
No bonus actions. She's just gonna try and make as much distance between her, but also from her allies, because she remembers the dream and the AoE attacks. And she's just gonna look into the bag and look down at Brassica and just say, "It wasn't the dream, was it?"
I'm not. I'm very real, and he's now flicking through the book looking for more spells. I'm getting this out of here. Nulra.
Okay, I think when she heard Umbra saying that, we can fight this thing now, that would have kind of made her realize, okay, I'll trust my brother. But then seeing both Mooney and Regiment harm this thing before her is going to piss her off, especially Regiment. So she's going to do her nice rage again, and she's going to go for it with her great axe.
Now, doesn't her rage usually involve her squeezing the handle of the axe to get all like the knuckles fight? And...
Oh, you fuck off.
Is the axe
It's-
still functioning? Like
Barely.
Okay.
Oh, I know he's gonna make me roll for it. So
No,
let's
I'm
see.
not. No. Roll to attack.
Okay, I'm waiting for it though. That is a 11 to hit. Not great.
That hits.
It does? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I will roll my damage, so 9 damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm out of focus.
You just having jumped back, almost having been kind of drowned by this creature, you saw Regiment hit it, and then you just see Mooney throwing shards of light at it, and you are pissed that you told everyone to run, you told everyone to flee, and Umbra told you to fight, and that Nulra, for some reason, that it doesn't make you mad, it makes sense. And you grip the handle of your axe, afraid for a moment that it will break, but you trust. If you don't trust yourself, you trust this axe, and you swing and you slice into the ooze. Take 7 necrotic damage as your hands are splashed with just the remnants of the fluid that leaks out as you cleave into it. Bonus action?
No, she's going to stay where she is. She's just going to shout back at the others. Be careful, don't get too near it if you can help it.
Umbra.
Okay. Quick reminder, Mooney, you can end the frighten effect or gain 1d6 plus 2. Nulra, you can gain 1d6 plus 2. It's temp healing, it's not actual healing. Or it's temp HP, not healing. Is there any visual response from Regiment on seeing Bulgir's face crop up in the ooze?
No, if he noticed it, he hasn't responded to it.
Okay.
He's just mad at this point.
He's going to, seeing it anyway, he's going to turn his sword, sheath it, walk up, like dash up behind Regiment and throw his arms around him, and then just say, "It's not him," and cast Protection from Evil and Good. So that is against undead. All of the attack rolls against Regiment have disadvantage, and he can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Ah, nice one, thank you.
That's a bonus action.
Okay.
Then action. He's gonna try Toll the Dead on it, but that in itself is necrotic damage. So we're not sure how this is gonna go. Wisdom saving throw, meter beat a 13.
You focus on the energies around you, and where there was no magic earlier on that Mooney had reached out to, now you feel it, and it's coming from you, it's coming from this creature, it's coming from Diara, it's coming from Mooney, it's coming from Nulra and Regiment as well. And you hold it for a moment, and as you cast the magic from you, you feel it just completely wash over the ooze.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Diara.
Is it still baned?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to cast Vicious
Is
Mockery.
Bane concentration?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So, it's not really having much effect, is it? So she's going to cast Vicious Mockery and just say, "Get out of our way, you disgusting ooze."
You sure
I'll
told
be
it.
called worse.
So wisdom saving throw.
A 7.
That is a fail. So you take 2 psychic damage.
Okay.
Now, folks.
It quivers for a moment, but only because you hurt its feelings. A bonus action.
No.
As you cast this, as you scream this Diara at the ooze, you see it sort of twist itself upwards, and pockets of it bubble and burst like spots, and chunks of bone and thick black ichor fall onto the ground. And what you hadn't noticed first, you all see now that when it had dipped low, when it had almost melted into itself and reformed, it had dragged bodies up with it. And it now spits them out. And in front of Nulra, Regmund, and Umbra, you see the remains of Eric, Allower, and Eileen Sapras.
No, no, Declan.
And they go to attack.
Oh no.
That is a 17 to hit Umbra.
That hits.
Take 3 bludgeoning damage. Nat 20 to hit Nulra. Take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Sorry, do I round up or down for my resistance?
Round up. Oh, I round up. That's both good ways and bad ways. I round up.
Okay.
And a 13 to hit Regmund.
Nope.
Allower she stumbles forward, like her lifeless form is a hoveling wreck, and her arms just strike against you, Umbra. Seeing Eric, Nulra, just in front of you, his bones twisted and broken, his face half melted, you're in shock, and as he slams into you, you take the full force of it. Frightened for a moment to hurt him, to hit him, to react. And Regmund, that can't be Mrs. Sapras. Mrs. Sapras isn't dead. That doesn't make any sense. And because it doesn't make sense, this isn't her. You brace yourself with your axe as she hits it with her arm. And you see that she's wearing what looks to be the pale, well, it's a faded mottled grey, but you recognize the floral pattern in the blouse, though faded and the color seeped from it. But it still doesn't make sense. Regiment, it's your action.
Can I ready an action?
Yeah.
You know what? No, he's pretty pissed at this point, and he doesn't understand what's going on. So I think it would make sense for him to just go gung ho when he doesn't understand things.
Okay.
I am going to throw one hand axe at whatever's closest to me, or whatever.
Mrs. Sapras.
Yep. I know. I'll throw one, and that is 18 for 4 damage.
Okay.
And who else did you say was there? Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Eric and Allower. The Allower is the Furbolg that works in the orchard.
Yes, Regiment
That made the delicious pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he's going to go for Eric with his for 2 weapon fighting. So that is 22 to hit. Why did my damage come up there? Sorry. For 7 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go on.
And then as part of I'm gonna use my action surge. And get my great axe and just head for Eric, just really angrily.
Okay.
For balls. That's 8 to hit.
As you throw the first axe straight at this body that looks like Mrs. Sapras, you chuck the other one over your shoulder at Eric. It
Mhm.
catches him in the side, and you see that a chunk of him just falls away.
Mhm.
And swinging your great axe, you lunge at him, and then he turns and he looks at you, and it looks like Eric. And you swing and skid, and the blade doesn't connect. Those are actions.
Yeah, I'm good, thank
Okay. The scourge is can't do that for a while. Yeah. Umbra, on a nat 20. Just a chunk of it just shoots forward like almost like a kind of a tentacle of ooze. It just slams straight at you. You take, oh god, shouldn't have built it like this, but 6 plus, oh Jesus.
Oh.
Okay, that's so you take 12 bludgeoning damage plus 8. Okay, and 12 necrotic.
Oh yeah, no, Umbra goes right the fuck down.
Oh my god.
As does his sanctuary, as does
Oh.
your protection against evil and good regiment.
You all just see this. It starts at first like an arm just erupt from the side of the ooze. As it lunges forward, it whips and it begins to lose shape. But the elasticity is there, and it slams straight into you, Umbra, as you bring your sword and shield up to protect yourself. It isn't any good as it just slams you against the rock face of the cave. And as it does, and you cough blood, you feel the air pushed out of you, and then your skin burn as the necrotic damage eats away at your skin and melts at your clothes. Oh god, the skeletons need to go next.
Oh, cool.
Of course.
Oh my god, I got another nat 20.
No, stop it. No.
Okay. Oh, it's only a d4.
These are your Christmas presents.
7. So Eric just brings his arm, his fist straight down on top of your head, Regiment, and just clobs you straight downwards. Takes 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then 16 to hit Nulra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take 6 bludgeoning damage. As Alaware pulls again, she just continues to wail on you.
Mm-hmm. I still have resistance so far.
And okay, no, a 9 doesn't hit Nulra as Eileen kind of swing. Eileen's arm swings out at you. She does, and you hear the arm kind of snap as she kind of slaps her arm out. Mooney, it's your action.
Oh god, Mooney is still trying to keep a really wide berth. Just to get my mind's eye, where all the action is in relation to the exit.
Is at the exit. The ooze is blocked. The ooze is blocking the exit. And there's 3 skeletons that look like Eileen Sapras, Alaware, and Eric.
Oh god. Mooney is just silently standing there in absolute horror at seeing those 3 bodies just collapse out from the ooze. And her face is just going to be slick with tears, and she's going to be preparing a firebolt to shoot it at the scourge. But when she sees Umbra go down, and she remembers how this is how she got knocked down in her dream, where any attack against the scourge, it had like a burst of venom that came out. She's just going to quickly course correct and shoot the firebolt at the body that looks like Eric.
Okay.
And that is +6 to hit. Oh no. Move out of the way. Oh no. 10 to hit.
You throw your hand up, and as you focus the magic on Eric, and the flames wrap around your hand, and you hear Braska just saying, "Shoot him! Shoot him!" The magic just sparks in your hand. You can't shoot Eric,
Oh,
and the magic burns away. Bonus action.
I don't know.
It's his cringe dating energy.
I
protected him.
was like, I
Nola.
can't kill him. He's already dead inside. Oh,
Oh, so Eileen's on top of me now. Okay, that's really going to have gotten to Nora because she was very, very close to Eileen, and part of her would want to hold back, but then she obviously is bearing in mind that she was telling Regiment that's not Bulgar anymore, so she realizes this is not Eileen anymore. But she's just so frustrated. She's going to scream. There's tears flowing down her face, and she's going to recklessly attack Eileen. So that means I get to have advantage on my attack, but then there's advantage against me until my next turn. So that is, the first one is 16 and
hits.
okay. Damage is 11.
You swing your great axe and cleave it straight into the body of Eileen Sapras. And as you do, the axe sticks and you end up sending the skeleton kind of flying, and you smash it into a chunk of rock. And as you do, and you tell yourself, this isn't Eileen, this isn't Eileen, around the bones of her neck, you just see a tarnished gold necklace. One that you, Umbra, Regmund, Diara, and Mooney bought her for her birthday. Bonus action.
Cry more? Yeah, she's just gonna stay where she is, and she's gonna scream at Regiment. It's not them anymore.
Okay. Umbra, death saving throws.
Fuck.
I didn't go yet.
Aren't you after Umbra?
I didn't go after Umbra went down though.
Okay. You go now?
Can I cast healing
No.
word?
Umbra. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so she's just gonna. Will I have to disengage to pass the goo?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll do that, and then healing word is my bonus action, I think.
But can't you just say healing word? You don't have to touch him.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's 1d4 plus 3.
What's your healing word? We're fucked.
Get up!
You're up
It's
to
a 4.
Okay.
So what's that? 6 total?
7.
7. Thank you.
And that was your action from the previous round?
Yeah.
Just do me a favor, just because there's a lot of you, and I'm also, if I skip you, tell me I skip you before it comes to your next round.
Okay.
Just so I don't have to retcon or backtrack anything. Diara, you call out to Umbra and you tell him to get up. And Umbra, as everything goes dark, you just hear Diara screaming your name. And you feel that energy kind of course through you as you regain consciousness. It's your action.
His eyes flutter open and he winces immediately at the overwhelming pain, and pushes himself up from the ground using half his movement and kind of says, okay, overconfident that time, and is going to reach out and cast, or he doesn't even need to, just it's a verbal command. He casts Fairy Fire. Deck saves from everything in a 20-foot cube that will contain everything we're fighting and exclude all of us. And deck save meter beat of 13.
No, neither the skeletons or the scourge do it.
Yay.
Any attack roll against all of them has advantage until this spell fades, which is a minute or until I get the shit kicked out of me again.
Again,
What's gonna happen first?
Yeah. He will definitely back up as he casts it.
okay. Yeah, Umbra, seeing that one of the skeletons is down and Nulra and Regiment are still fighting, with the energy kind of coursing through you, you focus on the scourge, you focus on the skeletons, and just tracing them with your hand, like just the outline of them. Their aura seems to burn brighter, and all of you see just a glowing edge of not quite light and not quite shadow, like a twilight aura just burning off of them. Bonus action, Umbra?
No. Cower.
Diara.
I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Bane on the. I can do 3, so the ooze
And the two skeletons.
and the 2 skeletons.
Okay. So
And they
wisdom
have
save or charisma?
charisma 13.
Okay, so the scourge got 11, which is he technically got 16 minus 5. So that's to be him. And the skeletons got 9 and 9, so they're all baned.
Hooray!
Yay.
Bonus action.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Mooney.
Okay. Seeing Umbra get up and with them all now kind of glowing and fixed, you know what you have to do. You know you have to get out of here. You concentrate on them and just sort of grinding your teeth and scratching the palms of your hand. You focus on all those bad sounds, those awful sounds, and they just sort of twist and burn and screech around these creatures, and only they can hear them. Regiment, you're up.
Yeah. Sorry, which skeleton's down? Is it Eric?
No, Eileen.
Okay, he's going to go for Eric with his great axe then.
Okay.
So to hit, I get advantage on to hit, right?
Yep.
That's good because that was a nat 1.
Okay.
Okay, and that's a 3 plus 5, so that's an 8.
That does nothing, I'm afraid. It, as much as Nulra said, it's not Eric. It's Eric. You recognize him. It's him. It's all of them. They're all these people. These are the people you know, the people you grew up with, the people you made fun of, the people that asked Diara out on her first date. This is Eric. Bonus action.
No, he's going to just take a step back and try to get his courage back up.
Okay. Regiment and Nulra both give me dex saving throws.
You are both
that-
muted.
That's a 5 from me.
16 for me.
Show off.
Nulra, again, you see it quiver and just like fall in over itself. It did this the last time, and you just sidestep back and sort of shift your body around. And Regiment, as you just look up, it's a second too late as you and the skeleton that is Eric are engulfed, take 3 necrotic damage. And you can't breathe, you are restrained, and you'll take 13 damage at the start of my next turn.
Is there anything we can do? What does restrain mean? Can we do anything if we get?
So an engulfed creature can try to escape by taking an action to make a DC 12 strength check. On a success, the creature escapes and enters a space of its choice within 5 feet of the ooze. You can also attempt to reach into the ooze and pull him out on your
Okay.
turns.
Fair.
Skeleton.
I'll think about it.
Oh, okay.
Use your broken axe. I'm sure that'll
Alaware-
be structurally stable.
Alaware and Eric both lunge at you, Nulra, but you'd already moved from when they attack. So where they swipe, you've already taken a step away from. They're too slow to react. And they
Don't forget that they can attack with advantage.
What? But they're
Because
also baned.
Oh.
Wait, does that work for
Right.
my one?
So they
No.
basically work 2 and 2. No, because you were making a dex save throw. Mooney, they fucked up anyway. So it's still they
Okay.
went from on advantage. They both rolled the exact same roll, and then they both rolled the exact same d4. And I'm assuming a 6 does not hurt you from
No.
either of them. Perfect. Mooney,
God. And Eric is still up at the stage,
Eric is
yeah?
still up, and Alaware is still up, and the ooze that's blocking your way is still up.
Okay. Can't go for the use because it's probably going to do more damage to my friends. And she's going to firebolt again, Eric. And another roll to hit +6. Please do better. Please do better. No. 12 to hit.
With
12 hits.
advantage?
Do I get
No.
advantage?
Attack rolls. As long as it's not a save, then yeah.
Yes. Oh, better. 16.
Okay, well the 12 hit anyway, but the 16 hits too. So roll for damage.
Roll for damage. Sorry, I forgot to do that at the same time. 8 fire damage.
Okay, you just with Brassica tugging on your sleeve and just slapping with his other hand the page with the spell on it. He's just do it, Mooney, and he just yanks really hard on your arm. And as you kind of close your eyes and you throw your hand out, fire erupts from you and it just blasts through the air, striking Eric, obliterating him. The bones are just exploded from him.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Eric.
Diara's going to have some
Yeah,
serious
Diara
journaling.
starts crying.
You know.
Oh my God.
Bits of it land on you, Diara. Mooney, action. Bonus action.
No bonus action. She's just gonna keep using her movement and making sure that she's keeping a wide breath from everyone, her friends, the ooze, skeletons, like a
Okay.
little zone.
It's just the skeleton of Alaware and the ooze still up. Nulra.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Diara getting Eric all over.
That was just a joke. She didn't. I'm not that evil.
Yeah, as much as she'd prefer to just keep attacking, she just saw her brother getting swallowed by this ooze. So, as much as it would pain her, she's going to try and yank Regiment out of there.
Okay.
Strength check, is it?
Yep.
Do I do anything?
Nope.
Just lie there and I'll help. 16.
A 16 will pull him out, but you are going to take damage. Oh, take 10 necrotic damage.
Oh, Nolra's not good. She's not
Nora,
good.
you reach in and you just grab Regiment by the cuff of his shirt, like the neck and his beard, and you just pull him straight out. Like a clump of his beard just comes out in your hand.
Haha.
And as you pull him out, you see that your hands are burnt. They're blistered. They're oozing, and the skin has gone grey.
Can she use her stone's endurance as a reaction?
Yep.
So that was 10 damage it did to me. So, oh yes, 11. I always roll good on that, except for everything else. But so I assume no damage.
As quickly as the boils and the ooze appears on your hands, it heals. Like it's almost as if it's like a polished marble almost. Bonus action.
I'm gonna pull Regiment up to his feet and say, maybe next time, don't let that happen to you. Come on, quickly.
Umbra.
Okay. He's gonna draw his scimitar and run in to swipe at. Who's the last skeleton standing?
Alaware.
Alaware. Sorry, not skeleton. You know what I mean. That is a crit.
Yep.
I can't remember how you handled him. Sorry.
What's your damage die?
6.
Okay, so it's straight 6 plus whatever you roll here now as well.
Cool. Another 6 plus 3 for Dex 15 total.
Rushing straight in with your scimitar drawn, Umbra, you slice straight up Alaware's back. She had attacked Nulra. You jam the blade in and you just slice straight through. The bones fall to pieces. She scrambles up, half panicked, and then stops moving.
That wasn't so bad for me
Uh,
because I was
bonus
behind
action.
her, but you saw that. No, nothing. Nothing.
Visual trauma. La la la. Diara. It's just the ooze.
So can we? Is it still blocking the door?
Yep, it hasn't moved. It's just been kind of folding in on itself.
Yummy.
Okay, she's just. I'm out of spell slots, so she's just gonna, try and maneuver around it with her sickle out and, in a like an attack, ready an attack.
Alright. Sorry, I don't understand. Are you trying to maneuver out to get out behind it, or are you trying
Yeah.
to attack it?
No, I'm trying to get around it, but if it attacks me, I want to be ready to like parry with my sickle. Or like slice off whatever.
Okay. But you're not disengaging.
No.
Okay, so it is going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
And that's 21 to hit.
With Bane.
Oh, then it's a 17 to hit.
Oh.
Take
Yeah.
1 bludgeoning damage,
Yeah.
and then 15 necrotic damage.
Oh, fuck.
And you can make your attack if you're still up.
Yeah.
Is she still up?
So when you went down, did my temp HP go away? Or had I still kept that? Because nobody had attacked me.
No, my aura faded, but you kept what you had already at the
Okay,
time.
so then I've still got 4 HP.
Okay. As you attempt to get by it, Dayar, where you saw a gap between it and the door, you skulk and run towards it. And as you kind of dive at it, it just forms fingers out of one side, and they grab and burn at you. You bring your hands up defensively, and it just slaps and scratches at you with this necrotic energy. And make your attack.
I got a 9 to hit.
That does not. Oh, it does hit. Sorry. Yep.
Oh.
And
And-
then it's 3 damage.
Okay. And as quickly as it slaps at you, you just swipe half blindly at it, and you feel your sickle just slashing into some of the sludge. Regiment.
AWOL.
Maybe we come back to Regiment. Emma
Okay,
is ill at the moment, just for the chat.
Okay, I'll come back. Sorry, I didn't see. The scourge is going to wait with Bane. God damn it, Dyer, does a 10 hit?
No.
Yay.
Because I assumed a 14 did,
Yes.
but then a 4 or minus 4 from the. God damn it.
Oh no.
And Alaware. Okay, so yeah.
Did you roll concentration for Bane, though?
With what do you mean?
Because it
When you
hit
got
you.
hit that time?
Oh no.
Oh no. How do I?
Roll Constitution. Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck.
That one. Thanks, James.
I'm gonna learn to shut my mouth, I promise.
Okay, so instead of that actually happening now, it's going to just do the full damage, which was D6. So 4 bludgeoning damage, and then
Yeah, I'm down.
4 necrotic damage. So the bludgeoning damage, does the bludgeoning damage knock you down?
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the 4 necrotic damage, you have a strike in your failures for death saves.
Failure. Yeah.
I'm just shutting my mouth from now on.
Mooney, it's your action. Mooney, you just see as Dayara attempted to make an escape, the tentacles lashed out at her, and she attacked back, and they were unrelenting as they almost half drowned her, and wallop and hit her.
God.
She's down, and Lynette wails at her again for a
Oof.
second to hit. It's your action.
Minnie, is Alaware still up or is Alaware?
No, all the skeletons are down, and
Minnie's
the ooze is barely holding itself together.
Oh, Jesus. I can't hit it when she's in range, just in case. That's what Minnie thinks anyway. I'm gonna do something really dumb.
Do it.
I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna get within 15 feet of it, and I'm gonna cast Color Spray. I have to roll 6d10 and hope to God that I come within range if it's HP. Hit points, yeah. I'm just gonna roll d10s. 6d10 did I say? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Roll on. Oh, that's not good. 23. Does it have 23 hit points?
Like a total of 23, or its current hit points?
Current hit points or
It
below?
has 22.
It's blind. It's blinded.
Except it's immune to that.
It's not blind.
No.
It's not blind.
Oh,
It doesn't have eyes. It doesn't have eyes.
You run up, Mooney, and you throw your hand straight out, and you shield yourself at the same time as just thousands of colors erupt from you like a wave, and they wash over the creature. All of you see this spectacle just erupt from her and from her hands, and then the sludge doesn't react.
She's going to whimper and slowly walk back.
Nulra.
Yeah, she's just gonna straight up. She's kind of going to be bolstered by the fact that the 3 skeletons are gone. So she's going to try and finish off this ooze. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Damage is, Jesus Christ, I keep rolling a 6 on my d12. 11 damage.
Okay. And Regiment is just back.
Sorry.
No, not at all. You're okay?
Yeah, I'm well good. Yeah.
Do you want to take your action? Because you kind of skipped over here. We're going to say that Mooney went first, so we're going to keep it in chronological order here. But you can get an action.
Okay, cool. Is anyone down that I missed?
No one that matters.
Oh, just Dara. Cool.
Dara matters.
Because the ooze try to eat me, I'm gonna go for that with my great axe.
Okay.
I'll roll some real dice. So to hit, that is 16,
That hits.
and damage is 5.
Okay. Bonus action.
Not right now. I never took that 13 damage, right? No.
No.
No, I'm all good. I'll just
Okay.
look around and assess the situation.
You charge at it as Nulra charges. You get a swipe in on the Scourge Regiment as Nulra, in full rage mode, swings her great axe. Both of your blades actually almost kind of bounce off each other as you slash in. And they connect, and there's a shing. Nulra, bonus action.
How's the ooze looking?
Crap.
Good. No, she's going to stay where she is and call out to the others. It's nearly down. Keep going.
You're not taking any bonus action?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Umbra.
Anywhere he can position himself so that he doesn't leave its radius, but does get close enough to touch Yara. So, like, doesn't take the opportunity attack, but is close enough to reach Yara for a cure wounds.
Give me an athletics check. Just because it was wailing on her, like.
Yeah, not a forte. Oh, 18.
Yeah, you'll be able to outmaneuver. Like you can kind of throw yourself out of the way just in time. And you put a hand on Diara's body. Roll for cure wounds.
Sorry. Cure wounds 1d8 plus 3 is 4. 4 healing. And that's his turn. He will position himself between her and the ooze.
Diara, you're awake. You feel life course back through you. Your eyes open. You see the ooze on top of you, but you also see Umbra.
We have to stop meeting like this.
He's like, I would love that personally.
And she's just going to be like, help me up, and then take another swipe at the ooze. Oh, fuck me. It's a 4, but I rolled a 1.
No, that's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Diara.
Oh,
Bye again.
you're gonna meet her like
Okay.
this again.
You stumble towards it, Diara, and just sort of wanting to help, wanting to hurt, wanting to do something. You stand up too quickly, lose your footing, fall. It rolls to attack. I got a 19, and you take 3 bludgeoning damage, and then 8 necrotic damage.
Cool.
As it just swims over you and slams you down to the ground. Umbra, you don't see her get up. Regiment.
Yeah, just gonna keep swiping at that ooze. So let me roll these. Balls. That is like 7 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then that is 15 damage.
How do you kill this thing?
in a silent rage. Just seriously just pissed off that he tried to eat it, pissed off that his friends were being reanimated, not understanding why any of this is happening, and just a massive like 2-hander over his head, crying and just tears streaming down him as he does.
You raise the axe straight over your head as you see Diara go down, and you've had enough. You're just done. As you see Nulra pull her axe away, you go straight back in, and with every ounce of energy you have left in your body, your muscles are aching. You squeeze the timber handle of the axe. You bite your lip and you just slam the axe straight through the scourge, splitting it in half. And this time, as it goes to swallow the blade, it goes up and then splashes outwards. The bones, the flesh, all of it just flows away, and the scourge has been defeated.
Level 3.
No, you have to die again for that to happen.
Oh, good job, Diara.
Diara's level 15 at this stage. What are you all doing?
Medicine checks on Diara.
Minnie goes and takes. She gathers up little brassica in her arms, and she very, very tenderly goes over to the skeleton that looks like Mrs. Sapras. Does it look like Mrs. Sapras?
Yeah.
She just falls to her knees and just starts sobbing.
You see the tarnished chain around her neck, the necklace around her shoulders and neck, Mooney, and you didn't want it. You had actually proposed that they plant a tree for her, and that they should all spend their money on a tree, and you were outvoted, and your allowance was spent on buying her this. And as you reach down for it, and you determine that it is her, at the end of it, you see the small little locket that Mr. Sapras had that same year. Knowing that he had done it, he had their portraits painted and placed inside the locket. When you open it, the pictures are slightly faded, but it's them.
She's just sobbing. She doesn't like thematically doesn't really register that she's done it, but if she was like to cradle the remains a little bit in her head, and if like the the muscles around the neck would just break away. She just ends up holding the little locket in her hand, just crying.
Umbra.
Umbra is going to attempt a medicine check on Diara. He's like, I have no more magic in me. Can someone help? And is going to see if anyone is lucent enough to try and instruct them in assisting him in this to maybe get advantage on the roll.
Yeah, Nolra would immediately run over. She's so great at healing and all that, but she would try.
He will
Okay.
show you.
Roll medicine check with advantage.
Oh, 10 total.
She has a pulse. It's weak. She doesn't respond to anything.
Okay, when you say that, as in making that saving throws, or no?
A 10 isn't good enough, I'm afraid. The first thing that comes to mind, Umbra, after that is Ilaria. She would know.
He asks Nora to scoop her up, and he's like, okay, get her up. We gotta get out of here. And he starts, like, as he's, like, gathering his things and putting away his sword and shield and stuff, he starts, like, he takes out some of the mushrooms and starts, like, chewing them and kind of mashing them to make a poultice as they ready themselves.
Yeah, Nolra would be asking him where does she have to go? Who can heal her?
We gotta get back to Mom.
Okay, Nolra's gonna pick her up. Not like she would regiment, like by the scruff of the neck or over her shoulder. She's gonna like pick her up like a little baba, and she is gonna go as quickly as she can back towards the cave entrance.
Are you all following?
Like slowly, like lumbering, a little locket just dangling at her
Um,
side.
As you all make your way out of this cave, away from this place and out through the doorway, Umbra, something compels you to look back, and standing between the statue and the tree, you half make out the lady in twilight, and her words echo, "She must die. Then and only then will death remember." And the four of you, Nolra carrying Diara, race back through the passageway. The quivering, shambling oozes, those half contorted sludge creatures, whatever they were, they're not here. They've melted. They've fallen to pieces. They're quivering. They're not able to hold themselves up. And you make your way out of the mouth of the cave into the quarry. And you see that dusk is upon Canuck. And up the hill and to the village, Ilaria awakens from her fever and deep sleep. The children. The children. Please, please, please. She whispers to an empty room. She scrambles out of the bed and runs to a black cherry mahogany wardrobe. She fidgets at a chain around her neck and pulls a small silver key from it. The wardrobe opens with a click, and all the lights in the room, the fireplace, the candles, all in flame. And light swallows up. The interior of the wardrobe is completely illuminated as Ilaria reaches from something within, her hand dancing in a twinkling of small sparkling lights, and she snags a cloak. And then everything spins as the room grows dark and she collapses, knocking over a small bedside table, sending candles spilling to the floor. A fire begins to spread. And outside the Red Orchard, Mathis and Baru arrive at the gates as a column of smoke tumbles up into the dust sky. And we will leave Chapter 5, A Mother's Heart, there. And we return January 9th for Chapter 6. Death Remembers. I'm Declan. I've been your Dungeon Master. Thanks so much to Fiona, Emma, Eilish, James, and Kat. You can check us out. We would love, if you haven't already, to give the channel a follow here. You can check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon. Whole lot going on. We have a Christmas special coming out on Christmas Eve with Eilish and Fiona in the driving seat of some toys, alongside special guests Kat from Dungeon Delves Daily and Grace from D&D Dingbats. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful holiday. I hope you're with people who love and support you. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the new year, and I'd hope you will check us out over the next coming days. You can catch all our content up on YouTube as well. If you want to catch up on missing episodes, if you missed the start of this episode, you can catch it all there. Apologies for the very, very long episode, but I figured it was coming up to the holidays and we were away for a couple of days. We were away for a couple of weeks, so it was nice to have a bit of a stretch. Thanks. Have a good night. Have a good week, and take care of yourselves.
No. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Bye.
Bye.